Hey everyone, I'm Nick, and this is my 2005 Mercedes C230K. We saved it from Copart, fixed it up, and it's been running great. But we have a coolant level sensor issue that we have to deal with. So today, we're going to replace the coolant reservoir and the sensor all at once. And I'm going to try to do it without draining the whole coolant system. So hopefully I don't make a huge mess. So let's get to it. And for reference, this is the error message I've been getting on the dash. Now the first thing I'm going to do is actually put the hood into the service position. So we're going to go look at the other side. And right here there's a little button we can push that'll let us raise the hood a little higher. That snaps in. Now if you do this, don't forget to lower it back down if you're going to raise the car, because if you have a low ceiling, you could crash it into the ceiling and that's not good. So you can see the little button goes from this slot to this slot. So we're going to be working on the reservoir right here, and it has two coolant lines that we're going to have to deal with, which one is this. I think this might look a little different if you don't have the 4-cylinder supercharged. I think the V6 will come out a little further. But there's this line, and then there's one down here, the clamp there that goes to a T. Then we have a auxiliary pump right here, and the level sensor harness right there. So the first thing I want to do is to clamp off the coolant hoses. So I'm going to put one clamp right here, and I'm going to try to clamp right here and right there on either side of the T so that I can block it off, and we'll lose a minimal amount of coolant. Once those are blocked off, we'll drain the coolant out of the tank, and then we can remove it. And the tank is held on with one little nut right here, little hook right here, and that is everything that we can see from here. Now let's go get the new reservoir and take a look at that too. Here's the part we're using. It's a Febi 203-500-0049. There we go. See our sensor's already in there. See the return line, our main hose here, our sensor, pump mount, and another clip here that probably just pops in straight down. So when we install this, we'll just go boop, push it in, and it'll lock in. Now it doesn't have the sticker on here that this one does. If we want, we could try to peel it off and slap it on. We can see if there's a way to get this off safely. All right, I'll put this aside while we remove this. All right, the first thing I'm gonna do is clamp this off. So I'm gonna get hose clamp type. This should just swing on. And what this does, essentially, it squishes the hose to stop anything from leaking out. That should be good. We're gonna try to do the same thing down here. We've got some bigger ones like this. Now these all say on it what size hose it can go up to. This is 1 3/4. This hose down here is a little more than 1 inch. I'm gonna try this bigger one. That way it really flattens it. You can also use these types. That'll just come on and squish it. Yep. There we go. You can see we've got that clamped off, that clamped off, and that clamped off. And that should help minimize coolant loss. We are gonna have to suck out coolant from here, but in the meantime we can pull the wiring harness out of here, pop the pump out here, there we go, and loosen these up. So we got a little screw clamp here. It looks like the pipe here is cracking a bit, so it's a good thing we're replacing it. And I'll get a little socket for this. Start with this. Keep this. We're gonna get this off too. Okay, good. Now I'm gonna get this coolant out. Let's see. All right, that looks like it's most of it. It's really not that much, luckily. I've got these pliers They're like made to get those squeeze clamps. You're gonna be able to get it down there, grab either side of that. It's just this type but bigger. Release it and pull this up. So what's nice with this clamp is that it'll squeeze and then it'll actually lock itself in place. So you can see right down there. And now I can pull this up. Come on. Whoa. Okay, that is off. Now I have to actually get it out of the hose. It's coming. Oh, let me get a paper towel first too, just in case. It's probably gonna be a little bit of coolant that drips out. Whoa, this is chipping. Jeez. Oop, oh. I forgot to disconnect the sensor. It's right here. There we go. Let me get just a bit of coolant out of here. It's a good opportunity to wipe this out. You don't usually have the coolant tank off, so make it look a little nicer. All right, with that, we are almost done. As you can see, these this hose clamp tool is really convenient because it just ratchets and locks into place. So that clamp is loose. We can leave it down here until the new reservoir is in place. And we can slot it in, pull that back up, release it, and then just pop everything else back on. Let's get our new one. I guess if you wanted to, you could put something to lubricate it. Maybe I'll grab a tiny bit of the coolant there. Oh, here, you see this nub here? Pops into this rubber grommet. So first thing is line up the hose. That's in. That's on. Oops. Bring this up. We're gonna release it. Clamp is on. Very nice. Now, so our bottom hose is clamped in. We're gonna slide this on. Tighten that back up. Actually, you know what, before I do that, I am gonna clamp this back in. There we go. Run this down back here, plug it in to the sensor, get our sensor wire right there. Pop this back on here, tighten it up. You know, I forgot, I didn't get this hooked in up here. Okay, get that hooked in here. Get this lined up on the pin, with the stud, then push it in. Now it's rock solid, perfect. That's tightened up. That clamp is tightened up. We can release this. We can release this one. Thread these harnesses in. Here we go. Very minimal spillage, which is very good. It's exactly what I wanted. Actually, you know what, before you release the clamps, you could probably, oh no, I have coolant that went up from there. That means they pushed any air out too, which is very good. You can see in there, coolant came up, which is good. Everything's connected. Now we just have to top it back up. That's awesome. That was really clean. Oh wait, almost forgot. Get our little nut back on here. Snugged up. That is not going anywhere. Now we just have to top it up. Wipe down any other drips here. Cool, very good. We're gonna fill to where the translucent part meets the black top. That's gonna be our fill level. You should put in the coolant type that matches what you had before. I've got standard green coolant, but be sure to use what you already have. If you want to pour more slowly, go from this angle. Take our cap, put it back on. There we go. Now we're gonna start it up and we're gonna monitor this. No warnings, that's good. Everything sounds good. All right, that's awesome. No warnings. And there we go. Fresh tank, virtually no spilling, no draining the coolant. Overall, not a bad job. If you look on the original reservoir, you can see this looks kind of cracked. Not an issue anymore. Now I can put the hood down, just push it up a bit, release this, let it slide down. Okay. You probably want to be standing in the front because it's a lot easier to support it so it doesn't just smash in here. But there we go, that's done. I did try to peel the sticker off, but it's just flaking off, as you can see right here. So I'm not gonna bother for now. Ultimately, just remember that you wanna let it cool down before you open it up because it's a pressurized system. And that's how you replace the coolant reservoir without draining the cooling system on a W203 Mercedes C-Class. Just a couple of hose clamps to stop the coolant from flowing through, and you're good to go. If this video helped you out, be sure to help me out by leaving a like and hyping the video. And if you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.